Sharpe speaks out after being fired from ESPN, says they did not honor his request to wait until Monday. I'm overshadowing my brother. We're going to play the video clip real quick, and then we're going to discuss it.
Get started. Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted it to be about him, and I wanted it to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN.
All right, I'll bring us back on screen here. So, man, it is crazy. I'm surprised it took ESPN this long to fire him. I thought with them being underneath Disney, they would make that cut immediately. I want to get into it. What are y'all thoughts? Whoever wants to go first.
What you got?
What are you thinking about Shannon?
Well, I think this is just an unfortunate situation because Shannon Sharpe, he first got on television back, I believe, CBS with Boomer, Bill Cowher, Tony Gonzalez, back in the, mid 2010s and all that. And from there, after that, then, he went ahead and did his thing on FX1.
Skip Bayless?
Yeah.
First, or not, no, Undisputed.
Undisputed, yeah. Because I remember when that show first came out, and it started back in 2016? Back when the Giants were really, really good. But anyways, yeah, from then on, I started watching the show, and then,
He kept on growing.
He kept growing, but the thing about it was, I feel like the thing that went wrong with Shannon Sharpe, where he thought he was untouchable.
He couldn't keep his D in his pants. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got to have D control. You don't work your whole life to get generational wealth, to build up this reputation to where you're on a national network. And then your brother that helped raise you, that was your idol growing up, finally retires. And we're not even talking about your brother. We're talking about your dirty D. He literally retired an only friends model who's not even old enough to drink.
Yep.
And she posted, to all my fans that support me, thanks to support me, but Uncle Shay Shay retired your girl.
She made more money than he did in his whole NFL career.
Basically. With her account?
Basically the settlement they saying. He settled for over 25 over to 20 M's.
And then also the thing about it was, how when he did that interview with
Monique,
Cat
Williams?
He did Monique, but then Cat Williams.
Yeah.
And then Cat Williams just told him about, you got to be careful about, dating someone outside your race. You know what I'm saying?
Things coming to the light.
It'll take your whole career down in 2 weekends. And Shannon
it ain't never stopped Felix Supreme.
No. You know what I'm saying? He would say, oh, no. And then Monique also told him too to be careful with them young girls.
True.
Monique had warned him too. And then, when he went IG Live and said it was an accident, and then he lied.
He was pounding some
And then
cakes on IG
he
Live.
owned up to it. He was lucky right then that ESPN didn't fire him.
True.
Yeah.
But then when those allegations came out, and then you heard the leaked phone calls
that was crazy.
about that kinky things that they got going on. But even him saying it when he was mad.
Oh, and he said like that he would get hers too if she didn't cooperate.
Yeah, but it's just that was really bad.
I see it.
Because I mean, look, you have your kinks. That is what it is. But
It's on, it could be on your Dwight Howard
You just
tip.
got to be careful who you mess with.
True.
And clearly, this girl didn't have the best intentions.
No.
I think Shannon Sharpe,
he's a nasty
also
uncle.
at the point in his life where it's like he said he wants a wife, but it's like
you don't want no
he
wife.
ain't moving like
You're
not moving like it. Yeah, you're not. You're not moving like it. You just want. You say you want a wife, but you just really want to have fun.
True.
And if that's what you want, then just be honest about it.
He got that play money.
You know what I'm saying?
And Uncle Shay is here to play.
His kids are grown.
But I mean,
it's cool. He wants to live that successful bachelor life, and that's fine. But be honest about it, and don't be sloppy about it.
See, and this is exactly why ESPN is officially gonna stop messing with these athletes. I feel like this is gonna be now.
This is why they're gonna give me a chance.
I mean, they are. They're gonna start giving other people like real, actual journalists and people actual chance because you see what happened. They gave Paul Pierce a chance.
Yeah,
kicked him out.
Paul Pierce. I mean, come on, no one takes him serious.
He had strippers, yeah.
Exactly. But then they had the Shannon Sharpe situation. He get kicked out. You see Gilbert Arenas. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to work with Gilbert Arenas and put him on ESPN. They need somebody. He getting his little legal situations. You see everybody at the other sports network, FS1.
Hey, if they try to pick us up like they did Pat McAfee, and we're like, they're like, all right, Chico, we got you, but we don't know about Felix Supreme record. We see why he ran away from Florida.
They're not gonna get
but
you.
The thing about it too, it's crazy. Sorry to cut y'all off, but it's also how he was associated with Joy Taylor.
Yeah, the whole little
and then
exactly.
Also, he was associated with Skip Bayless on that show. And supposedly, the reason why that show was what it was is because
all the athletes.
Joy Taylor and the guy who was in charge of it.
I choke, him, and then I choke, and then if you think of FS1, all you think of. Exactly. When you think of FS1, who's on that? It's on the athletes. You got Paul Pierce, Keyshawn Johnson, Achoke, Shady McCoy.
And they all don't know how to.
Them. I mean, but they own it because you see what ESPN was starting to do. Like they started bringing on, instead of bringing regular people, they bring in athletes. Like you see,
I think they see
players.
that model working for podcasting. Former athletes killing it in the podcast game, especially on YouTube. So they're trying to make it in on that. And honestly, that's where they got Shannon from.
Yeah,
he was on Undisputed, but then once he got mad and left, he was doing his own thing. So it's cool when you have your own gig because it's like no one can cancel your own show.
But they can't control you.
Even though he got fired from ESPN, he still has 2 hit podcast shows. So he's going to do fine. But this needs to be a lesson to himself. And I think the biggest lesson was that not only did he lose his own money, damage his reputation, and lose a national media job, is that he literally completely destroyed his brother's weekend, that was his idol. His brother was like basically his dad. That's who raised him because their dad wasn't around. They were raised by their grandma, and he was the older brother, so he was the one that paved the way. So after of him thanking him at every moment in turn, he ends up repaying him by, in his shining moment, taking a crap all over it.
And his brother was still cool about it too.
True. Yeah.
His brother was like, "Nah, bro, you don't have to apologize. Like that's real love, like unconditional love."
You think ESPN did it on purpose? You think ESPN did it on purpose?
Sterling, yeah, of course they did it on purpose.
They could have waited
to twist the knife.
Yeah, they didn't care, dude. They're like,
you're already out of here.
It is kind of ironic that, hey, like during, the weekend of his brother's Hall of Fame, we're going to go ahead and fire you. I mean, they knew what they were doing.
After all that, they didn't fire him and they just waited to that weekend.
They could have been fired.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's just hard.
Because he asked to take a leave, like what, back in April?
Yeah. Yeah, it happened back in April.
He was trying to dodge this like the plague, but they made sure.
He wasn't on ESPN since then, right?
He was. I don't think he was even on that many episodes.
He wasn't even on there that much. But yeah, I think they stopped having him on there at a certain point.
Yeah, they're still doing the whole little gauntlet thing. Like he showed up on Fridays, and like you still had like Mad Dog still up there talking.
Since Skip Bayless is off FS1, he needs to bring back the whole Undisputed team and have like Undisputed on his YouTube on Club Shay Shay. and him and Skip could get back at it. Because honestly, Shannon, I've always loved enjoying Shannon do his sports commentating, but I thought he was best with Skip Bayless when they were betting on cases of Mountain Dew.
He ain't gonna never be Skip Bayless' friend again after that whole little Tom Brady situation.
No, I don't think
You can get, man. He didn't even cuss him. He just said you were jealous of another man's skill.
Nah, you can't.
No,
Even,
he says
I've
you weren't
said
good.
way worse.
he said you can't even hold Tom Brady jock
You
straps.
can't. No, I'm just saying he was like disrespectful, but you could get that level of disrespectful with your friends. He didn't call him out, right? I said way worse things to you
I'm gonna cut you off.
than that you can't hold Tom Brady's jockstrap.
Oh, listen here.
You can't hold Gabe Vincent's.
Whoa, that's disrespectful. First off, that's utter disrespect. But I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation. Do y'all feel like ESPN, broke this news out on his brother's day on purpose?
Facts.
Oh, absolutely.
That's facts.
That's crazy, crazy work, nasty work.
That is 100% facts. Do y'all have any final comments on the Shannon Sharpe ESPN before we move on?
Just be careful who you mess with.
Watch out for the snow bunnies.
And Meek Mill, of all people, should definitely have no room to clown on anybody right now.
I thought Meek Mill was gonna make it out with no slugs.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, why can't Meek Mill talk?
You see what Meek Mill say? You too old? Yeah, you at your grown age, you too old to be getting fired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Who wasn't he the same old person going breaking probation, popping wheelies?
Yeah.
Wasn't he bunny hopping too?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Horrible. Embarrassing. But yeah, man, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this situation. Also, man, make sure you hit the like button, the comment button, and the subscribe button.